everyone, we're going to answer yes or no. Does inverse sine of sine inverse composed with sine of 2 pi over 3 equal 2 pi over 3? And the first thing you need to know is for this, sine of 2 pi over 3, that's 120 degrees, is square root of 3 over 2. And then, so that's the answer to this whole thing. So I'm going to put the inverse sine in front of this. Now, we know that inverse sine is restricted to quadrant 1 and 4. And sine of square root of 3 over 2 is going to be pi over 3. So clearly, these two do not match. So that would be a no. Okay? So that's how you can show why. You have to explain why. Or you could have simply said, when you're composing sine inverse or inverse sine with sine of some angle, the angle must be in between pi over 2, negative pi over 2, and pi over 2. And clearly, 2 pi over 3 is not in between these two angles. Remember, 2 pi over 3 is right here. That's 2 pi over 3. And it's not even in quadrant 1 and 4, or 4. Okay, the next one we have is, does inverse tan of 2 pi over 3, does that equal 2 pi over 3? Okay, the answer is no, because for the restrictions on the domain, we know that for tan, the angle must be in between negative pi over 2 and pi over 2. Well, it is not in between negative pi, just like the last problem. It's not in between those two. So, this one is, so this is 2 pi over 3. So clearly that violates it. So you can show it like that, or you can just say, well, right here, tan of 2 pi over 3, that's going to be root 3. And then when you take inverse tan of root 3, you get pi over 3. And clearly, these two are not the same angles. Okay? The next one, we have inverse tan of pi over 3. Does this equal pi over 3? Why or why not? And this is going to be a yes, because with our restrictions, remember tan is restricted between quadrant 1 and quadrant 4. That means tan is only going from here, negative pi over 2 and pi over 2. You don't even have this side here because we cut that graph off, remember? Alright, so that's why this is true. Or you could say, well, tan of pi over 3 is square root of 3. So this equals square root of 3. And then you set this to your angle. And your angle would be pi over 3. Because you have to be in quadrant 1. Okay? And let's see if we have another one. Okay. If we have this one, we have cosine of 2 pi over 3. Does this equal 2 pi over 3. Why or why not? And the restrictions for cosine are between 0 and pi, which means quadrant 1 and 2. Remember, cosine got restricted between 1 and 2. So this is true. So you say yes or true. Or you could also verify this. Cosine of 2 pi over 3, this equals 1/2. And then you take the inverse of cosine of 1/2. And you're going to get, actually it's negative 1/2. And so you put negative 1/2 here. And set it to theta. And so cosine of theta equals negative 1/2. So theta would be 2 pi over 3. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.